Yo, still Bills. Oh shit, still Bills. What's the deal, man? Y'all, I'm exhausted, man. I got a good night. You know how you do so much in one day that you like, yo, I'm going to bed early tonight, and you go to bed early and you get a good night's rest, and it still is not enough to replenish you properly. That's me right now, man. I'm struggling, man. I'm exhausted, but I'm still going to the gym tonight. Man. I'm not going to be able to do as much as I normally do, but I'm going to the gym tonight. But Pete game, man, I want to talk about something. It's something I came across a couple of days ago, and that's we got to talk about David Benavidez again, but man, we got to. So he did an interview, and this dude and this is why I'm just like, man, this dude's entire sales pitch is attaching his name to Canelo Alvarez, Brody. And I'm just like, that is just not a logical sales pitch, man. Let your actions be your sales pitch. Let your actions and your accomplishments, let that be what gets you into the realm of prosperity and prestige. You can't go around just selling your name on another, selling your brand on another dude's name as to why he won't fight you or whatever the fuck ever. So this dude is in a division that he's not, just that Canelo doesn't even campaign. If you say you're the best, why don't you just come over here and fight me? At this point, yeah, you calling him out, it makes sense. You dig? It makes sense. I understand it, but it's like y'all not even in the same division, Brody. Y'all not even in the same division. So do something worthwhile and force him to come holler at you. And if he doesn't, so be it. But what I don't get is, while you're slandering him for not fighting you, you're gonna sit there and talk about how you say you're the best, come fight me. I mean, that whole camp is a drug cheat. It's like, okay, so you do realize if you fight a drug cheat, if you fight a drug cheat, you're an enabler of the drug cheat. Y'all have to realize that, right? Because that's pretty, straight, narrow, cut and dry. There's really no way of getting around that. If you talk about somebody as a drug cheat and every interview you do, you mentioning that drug cheat's name, well then you clearly don't give a fuck about the fact that the dude is a drug cheat. Because a drug cheat, if the dude is a drug cheat, you should be rallying to remove him from the sport in totality. You should be looking to do that, as opposed to wanting to get in the ring and share the ring with him. What happens if he pops dirty when you go and fight him? Now your life is in danger. He may hit you with some shit that you may not be able to recover from had he not popped dirty. You dig what I'm saying? Had he not been a drug cheat. So it's once again illogical bullshit by way of David Benavidez. And of course his brigade is gonna come out and back what it is that he's saying and stand 10 toes on it. When it's stupid. Oh my God, man. So you're saying if he fights you, him being a drug cheat, if he fights you, then that exonerates him from being a drug cheat. Will he not have that stigmatism attached to him still if he fights you? Well, that somehow, that stain will be removed off of his resume for good if he fights you? Or will it just be, like, what is it? You can't get like this. And this is the this is the marketing scheme of a lot of them dudes over there from the PBC side, man. It's media tactics. It's just antics, bro. Like, instead of just getting in there and putting in the necessary road work, you'd rather garner a fight in this fashion as opposed to getting in there and showing and proving. You can't mention somebody being a drug cheat and you're trying to fight them. When Golovkin did it, Golovkin had already been in there with him once. He had a reason to feel some type of way about him popping dirty. Bruno Saras with Jaime Munguia. I knocked you out. I fought you again. You beat me, and now you pop dirty. I got a reason to speak on it. I have a reason to speak on that. Christina Lenarda too. When she felt some type of way about Alicia Baumgardner popping dirty after they fight, she had a reason to speak on that. We shared the ring together. We've shared the ring, so now I want to right that wrong. It makes a little bit more sense, but even then, it's still somewhat of an, enabling the fact that you're enabling somebody who's a drug cheat. But they still like, nah, man, I need that lick back, and we'll put you on the stringent drug tests after the fact. And when we get done doing what we're doing, keep the pressure on you, or we just look to get you up out of the sport. This dude is slandering it. You haven't even been in the ring with it. You keep chasing the dude. You running your mouth every time you're in an interview. It's a camera in your face. You bringing his name up when you were supposed to be done talking about this dude. Now you turn around and you, oh man, that whole camp is dirty. That whole camp is dirty. All right, so why do you want to fight him? Is the objective not to skirt away from the drug cheat? Do we want to castigate the drug cheat, put him in a certain light to where it's like, yo, you can't get no love, no shine, no adulation, no nothing, because you're already in not only are you in the most dangerous sport in the world, you're at a reasonably high level within that sport, within that biosphere, and you already are equipped with a skill set that could kill somebody. And then you're gonna put all them extra supplements into your bloodstream and your system or whatever to exacerbate your already high skill set. You would think that you would be wanting to ostracize this motherfucker right here, not with the intent to fight him as a shaming tactic or guilt trip him. You're ostracizing him to get him the fuck up out of the paint. Why the fuck are you talking about your drug cheat? That whole camp over there is dirty. All the meanwhile, if you say you can beat everybody in the world, why won't you fight me? And y'all wonder why I cannot get behind this dude and push for him. Man, I just can't do it. Because of shit like this. Because of shit like this. We don't even have to go over the Callum Smith and Anthony Yarde shit again. We don't have to do all that, Brody. We don't have to do all that. We don't have to do all that. Because it's self-explanatory in itself. What are you doing in the now, my man? You gotta do something. You gotta do something. And you can't be your entire marketing scheme cannot be predicated on fighting, on chasing somebody. It just can't be. You eventually got to show me that I want to create a legacy of my own. You have to eventually show us that. But you won't. You won't. Because if there's any truth to and merit to what Turki Al-Sheikh said, I have no doubt in my mind you're going to stay on easy street until Canelo reaches the end of his 4-fight deal. I'm not a believer that you finna go fight Bivol and Beterbiev. I'm not a believer you finna fight Callum Smith and Anthony Yarde. I'm not really a believer that you finna go fight Zordo. That's just too big of a threat. It's too big of a risk. It's too big of a risk. I'm still of the mindset that you finna go fight Jesse Hart. That has not escaped my, no. Everything about you is weird. All these cats that you're calling out are attached to Turki Al-Sheikh, but you have you're just really apprehensive to go over there and do business with him, and you keep showing it's disrespectful. After a while, you go on interviews, you talk greasy, you get flown out, you get royal treatment. Just to leave before the main event goes down. The main reason why you was flown out there in the first place. The main reason you was flown out there in the first place. You're reluctant to fight in Saudi. Okay, cool. So everything just has to be in Vegas on your terms. Even though you're not that guy. You're not this quote-unquote A-side fighter that you think you are. You're not, dude. You're not. But you still have a reluctance to go over there and just play ball. If you was in a position where a motherfucker had to meet you on your terms, different ball game, but you're not that guy. You're not that guy. So you're gonna fight Jai now. Okay. You're gonna fight Zurdo. Okay. Wild Turkey is telling you he wants to see you on Canelo. Okay, all right, you're gonna go fight Zurdo next. You're gonna fight the winner of Bivol and Beterbiev. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. You're gonna fight Callum Smith. All of these are imminent threats. You're gonna go and fight all that, and it has to be in Vegas on top of that. Nah, okay. It sounds good. It'll be a bigger fight here in America. Okay, all right, cool. Okay, but you're gonna go and fight all these dudes. Turkey is telling you allegedly he wants you and Canelo at the end of his 4-fight deal. That is, I feel like that is your focus. That is getting all of your attention. That is getting all of your attention. So you're gonna stay on easy street if he can make that fight happen for you, man. But why would you want to sit there and just hold your entire career up so you can get that fight, bro? We in June. We in late June. We in late June, bro. It is still good. Like, what the fuck going on with the negotiations with Cotton, man? Like, you not looking to stand. You're not looking to plant your own flag in the sport, dog. You're not. And the biggest thing, your biggest selling point, your sales pitch is a fight with Canelo, or slandering Canelo and guilt tripping him and shaming him for not fighting, even though you're a light heavyweight now. And now the new thing is, you know, your whole camp is dirty, but you still somehow want to fight him, man. You don't care that he's dirty as long as you get in the ring and fight him. We can look past all of the drugs and everything that you did, the clenbuterol that popped up in your system. We can look past all that as long as you fight me. It's silly, man, and y'all just don't want to call the silliness out for what it is. Silliness. It's ridiculous, dog. It's ridiculous. It's so silly. It's so silly. And how dare you even talk about drug cheats and all that when you got a Memo Heredia in your camp? You got him in your camp. What are we doing, man? So I say all that to say this, man. Stop wasting your years on this dude. Stop wasting your years talking about Canelo. Stop wasting your years chasing this dude. Stop wasting interviews bringing this dude's name up. Because at this rate, you not getting the fight. So all right, cool. Well, let's look into let's go to discover different avenues. That's a horrible sales pitch. Because it just doesn't work. Because if he just doesn't want to fight you, he's not going to fight you. And when he doesn't fight you, what else do you have to? You're going to paint yourself into a corner like Demetrius Andrade did. You cannot make your entire career based off of a fucking Canelo Alvarez and guilt trip him into fighting you by bringing up drug allegations, or not even drug allegations, factuals, actual factuals about him popping dirty. As if fighting you was supposed to exonerate him from popping dirty. Like, no, dude, that is like that. What this is ill. It's stupid. Y'all do not think. Y'all do not think when it comes to Canelo. Y'all do not think when it comes. No, y'all to David. Y'all don't think. Y'all don't. It was otherwise logical and a reasonable, rational, understanding and position about a fighter. It doesn't pop up in your head because it's such venom y'all got towards this ginger motherfucker, the cinnamon. So let's go fight David since you popped dirty. You claim you're the best fighter in the world. Why don't you come up here and fight me? As if he hasn't already fought some of the best fighters in the world. Because fighting David is going to exonerate you and get that, they're going to get your record, your record expunged from being a drug cheat. That's what getting David. That's what fighting David gets you. It's okay to fight the drug cheaters. It's okay to be a drug cheat as long as you fight David. You got a lot of potential opponents in front of you. Go get work with one of them. Go fight Jesse Hart. I don't care if you fight Jesse Hart. I don't care personally. I don't care. Let's see if you could do what Zerto was able to do to him. So I don't care if you fight Jesse Hart. I'm not going to denigrate you for that. I mean, I'm gonna talk my shit or whatever. But go fight Jesse Hart. You dig? I wouldn't trip on it, It would be what it is with me. But just stop playing this game where a month, just the guilt tripping shit, man. Lament your own legacy, because at this point, you got the people who are supporters of you looking stupid. When you can break down, when you can easily debunk narratives and talking points that these dudes present in conversation, you got them out here looking stupid. You do. So for the sake of them goofy ass niggas, go fight some damn body. Stop talking about, just stop talking, stop calling people out. We don't want to see you talk about, let's me and Jai Opetaia get in the ring. Let's, I got an offer sent out to Callum. Just don't even say nothing. Go fight somebody. Go fight Jesse Hart, which I feel like you're going to do anyway. Because at this rate, you could get Callum Smith in the ring. You dig? We still a month out from August, like a couple months out from August. You possibly could, but y'all take it like what's the hold up? What's the hold up? What was the deal structure of between y'all two, man? But stop using goofy shit to guilt trip niggas in the fights, bro. You not about to get no fight with no Canelo, and if you was, calling that man a drug cheat and telling him to come and fight you because he's a drug cheat, that just ain't gonna cut the mold. Do your road work, my man. God damn. Do your road work. Ashley, do not come in the bottom of my fucking comments talking stupid shit again, my nigga, because I know that's what you about to do. I know that's what you about to do. God damn. You're not gonna, Canelo is not all of a sudden a drug cheat if he goes and he fights David Benavidez. He's still a drug cheat according to y'all. So don't accommodate him. Don't even speak on it. Just stop saying the dude's name. Just go fight somebody else, bro. God damn. I'm going to the crib to get on some 2K and kick it and eat some ice cream before I go to the gym. So I'll get with y'all later. Doses.